Yo, what's up guys, it's Aptrix here. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to set up the APS3 PS3 emulator on Android and play your favorite PS3 games like God of War 3 and GTA 5 on your Android devices completely offline in 2026. I'll be showing you the best settings as well as minimum requirements. So before getting started, if you are new here, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on all notification. Let's get started. To get started, there are two versions of this PS3 emulator available for Android devices officially on Google Play Store, the APS3 as well as the APS3 Premium. We'll be going with the normal APS3 emulators version 1.35 update officially released on Google Play, but as this is a completely open source project, APS3 also has a GitHub page where you'll be able to see the version 1.35 update, and both the Play Store version and the GitHub version are different. You'll need to choose the one which works the best for you. Once you have successfully added the APS3 emulator on your Android device, you'll see the welcome to APS3 emulator page. Simply tap on the next step. Afterwards, you'll need to add your PS3 firmware. For that, tap on this button and make sure to import the PS3 firmware that is officially available on Sony on their PS3 page. Anyways, let's tap on the next button. Afterwards, here you need to select the directory where you have stored your PS3 ISO games so that they are detected inside the APS3 emulator. Once you select the directory, if you are using ISO games, tap on the next button. Afterwards, for font file, make sure to choose it as from firmware. Tap on the next button once again, and here in terms of GPU driver, make sure to import the Mesa Turnip Adreno driver if you have a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor or below. For today's video, as I'll be using Snapdragon 8 Elite, I'll skip this step and tap on the finish button. And here we go, our game have been successfully recognized. These are the demo versions of the game. So to import demo games, you can go to the second section and add the demo game that you have added on your Android device into the APS3 emulator. Once that has been done, your games will be successfully detected, and whenever you open any game, let's say you open God of War 3, for the first time it will load some PPU cache, it will load PPU model and then build the SPU cache, the process which takes about 5 minutes. Now I'll be showing you guys the best settings in just a bit. So once your game actually starts, you guys will be able to see the FPS bar at the top left corner, Sony Computer Entertainment presence. Now unfortunately, this version of APS3 emulator does have some freezing issues, so a clean setup is actually recommended where you remove the older version of APS3 emulator and add the newer version. And here you guys can see the FPS has dropped down to 0.051 and the game has crashed. This happens quite a lot. Most of the issues can be fixed by applying the best settings. So let's go to settings and apply the best settings. But before that, let's take a look at update log and see what's changed in the version 1.35 of the APS3 emulator. So you guys can see it says remove the option of creating PPU cache, whereas Google Play Store version has failed in this. So the Google Play Store version is a bit different to that of GitHub version. I personally always recommend you guys to use the GitHub version instead. Anyways, let's tap on the settings button and apply the best settings. PPU threads, you can set it as all the way up to 8, but this might cause games to crash, so make sure to set it to 2. Once that has been done, scroll back, go to the video settings. Resolution should be 720 by 480p, aspect ratio should be 16:9. Second frame limit is set to 0, MSA is disabled, shader precision is set to low, write color buffers and read color buffers have been enabled for God of War, but as you saw, the God of War game is not booting, so I'll disable this option so the games that do actually boot will run with better performance. Shader precision is set to low. Afterwards, if we scroll down, stretch to display area is enabled, strict rendering mode is enabled. Scroll down, and in terms of resolution scaling, it is 100%. Everything else is kept as default. We have just enabled the performance overlay which shows us how much FPS are we getting while emulating our PS3 games on our Android device. You can also go to audio and disable the audio renderer and set it to null if you want few more FPS, but we won't be doing that. We are not cheapskates. We are using a Snapdragon 8 Elite Android device. So let's launch Just Cause 2 on our Android device to see if it works inside the APS3 emulator version 1.35. So here we go, our game has successfully started. I am pressing the X button and here we go, Square Enix Just Cause 2 demo version. Press X to start the game. We'll simply tap on the start menu and let's tap on the OK button. And there are a lot of stuttering issues here. As you guys can see, the game is stuck at 3 FPS sometimes, and now while it's compiling shader, the FPS has dropped. So this happens a little bit of times when it is compiling shaders, so you just have to be patient because you are emulating a PS3 game on your Android device. By the way, if you just go and swipe back, you also get the memory search option by which you can also add or use cheats while playing PS3 games on your Android device. So that is actually pretty cool feature. Anyways, here we go, our game has successfully started. As you guys will be able to see, our game is lagging a bit as expected from a PlayStation 3 game which is being emulated on my Android device at around 20 FPS. Anyways, as you guys can see, our game is working and there are some graphical issues here and there, but that's mainly because compiling shaders. The only way you can enjoy playing a PS3 game on your Android device if you play it completely once and compile all the shaders and then reopen the game and play it again. The game will run much smoother because the shaders would be compiled. Anyways, take a look at all of this. It looks pretty cool. I'll just go ahead and skip the cutscenes. And here we go, our game begins. You guys can see the FPS which I am getting, around 7 FPS. So if you wait until all the shaders are compiled, your gameplay experience will be a bit more smooth. But unfortunately, the device is also heating up quite a lot. So there are heating issues present inside the APS3 emulator, at least on flagship devices, and I don't think it is safe for me to emulate PS3 games anymore because my device has literally heated up so much. It's uncomfortable to hold it right now. You need to have a very strong cooling device if you want to emulate PS3 games inside APS3 or the RPCSX PS3 emulator. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.